fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Ringo. Nice.
On first down, it's Haynes. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
General West.
Switch.
22 Jet Bomber. Clear. Ready.
Off play action. Sparks. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line.
First down, Cleveland.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check nickel.
Protein spill. Hey, orbit. Snap.
From the gun, Sparks, and that'll be incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Haynes. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Rudolph. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Rudolph now to throw. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Topper!
You got tight right there. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Show an A.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph, he gets it to Thomas. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Watch the safety creep.
Hit it.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, Sam on. On the ball. Get it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rudolph forced out to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
On 1st and 10, Sparks. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
6-3, 218, chop. Ready.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. On first down, Sparks. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now a give, right side. It's Haynes, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Don't get nervous now. Go. 5.
To throw again. Sparks. He'll let this go for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters a normal spin.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
We got it.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Rudolph. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Horton. And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Finish strong. Yeah, let's go.
I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ready.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
Deep grip.
Rudolph looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down.
I got him. 25, check 25. 80 weapon. Check 37, check 30. Check, go. Ready.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. Continuing to fight for more. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Ito Smith, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Hey, seam 6. Sit up. Go.
Back to throw. Sparks. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Get in. He's coming. We got double up.
Look, squeeze.
Twist.
Go.
Operating from the gun. Sparks in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
On the set.
60 mark. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
General West. Lightning. Leo. Yo, Cheetah. Go.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Over the middle, complete. That's Horton. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rudolph. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on second and long. Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Let's go now. 8, read.
54. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
Hit it.
From the gun on third down, it's Rudolph. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Sparks. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up. The long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first-half update now from Philadelphia. And the Eagles out in front early. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Get it ready.
Here's Rudolph. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready? Now.
Back to throw, Rudolph. He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down.
Gone.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. But it's brought in by Washington. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I got you.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down.
Ready.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. There goes a deep ball, end zone. This is caught. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Kill.
Right
here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Shoot.
Now it's Rudolph.
He's coming.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Steelers. First down.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments.
Rudolph loses the football. It's out. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Just like that. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Now it's the backup Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Set up. 10-2 soft.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Big grip.
And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Mike 54. Watch the pass.
Now.
Rudolph looking to throw. Complete to Washington. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
61, matchbox lights. Put up. Let go.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Rudolph. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. That's complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Back to the NFL scoreboard for a second, third quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know that.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Throw left side complete. It's Horton. The 20. And all the way down to the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Shift.
Clear. Get it.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Ready.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Two times. Everyone's got 4 down.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Here we go. Check 31.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Mike 5-4.
Ready.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Here we go.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Go. Now.
Rudolph. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 30. Past the 20. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw-off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guy.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Adam Shaheen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And the Steelers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is third and 9.
6-6, bullet high. Five.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, 78 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Point after try forthcoming. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last two drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. Now, I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this. And all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. Hey, what's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Single.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's taken in by Callaway. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Let's go. 30 base.
Left. Y'all not ready.
Get it.
On second down, it's Haynes, and he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch tight end. We got 4.
Rudolph now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Got it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Let go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll set up to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
5.
Rudolph on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They run the counter. Burks. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Joseph now to have the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the delay.
Now it's Smith running right. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. 70, Indy.
Timeout. Even. 4 down. Even. Eyes on 13. Eyes on 13.
Let's go now. Get it. Ready? 18. Leaf River. Leaf River. Set. Ready? 50. Plant. Ready, ready. Let's go. 8. Read. Now. Ready, ready. 30. Set. Go. On the ready. 61. Hit it. Set. 60 orange. Topper, topper. Huck, go. Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Blue fire. Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Set hut. Okay, break. Shoot. Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator. Ready, ready. Hit it. Down. 90 Wolf. Get it. Set up. 10 Lobo. Leaf River. Leaf River. Here we go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Ready, ready. Let's go now. Now. Ready? 10 Tucson. Set, go. Ready. 80 weapon. Hit it. Set, ready. 18. Get, go. Let's go. 50. Plant. Fire. Ready, ready. 8. Read. Say hut. Set. 30 base. Shoot. Ready, break. Pilot, 6, hit it. Here we go, set. 60 orange. Get it. Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Leaf River, Leaf River. we go, here we go. 60 outlaw, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Ready, ready. Ready, set. Approach now.